Alright, in this geek tip, I'm going to show you how to manage your Windows computer with the Microsoft Management Console. Now the Management Console has been around, originally came out, was in Windows 95 and Windows NT4, so it's been around for a while. And if you've ever opened up computer management, performance monitor, or couple other programs actually inside of Windows, they actually use the Windows management or the Microsoft Management Console. So, but you can create your own custom console, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do. Now there is no shortcut to the Management Console per se. You actually have to bring it up manually through a run dialog box, and then you save your console someplace, and then you're able to start it up from there. So we're going to start it up. Basically, first time you create a console, you have to open up the Management Console through the Run dialog box. So we're on Windows 10. We're going to right-click on the Windows logo on the Start menu, bring up the Power Users menu, and we're going to select Run. Now we can do it another way too. We can actually use the Windows logo key on the keyboard plus the letter R, and that'll bring up the Run dialog box too. We're going to type in MMC, as you can see here, Microsoft Management Console, and we'll click OK. Yes, we are prompted for administrative privileges to do this. So we're going to click yes, and now we have a completely blank console. So let's go ahead and start adding some add-ins to it. Snapins, I should say. So let's go ahead and add remove Snapins. And I like to keep mine organized, so I'm going to actually add a couple of folders in here to put my Snapins into, okay? And to do this right, you have to click on the advanced button here and select allow changing of the parent snapin. That way we can actually add Snapins to the particular folder that we want them to be in. So let's go ahead. There we go. We got our folders. Let's rename them. I'm going to make this one management, and we're going to call this one security. And there, now we've got our renamed folders. Let's go back into add remove snapin, and for maintenance or management, I'm going to select the parent management snapin, and I want to put in computer management. And gives us the option of doing our local computer or another one. Now, when you're on a domain, you can jump across and manage multiple computers. That way, if you wanted to, you could actually have a folder named Bob's Computer and put all the snap-ins for Bob's computer and blah 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 blah. But we're going to do just local computer, so we're going to leave it at the default and click finish. So now we have the management. Computer management snap in there. Let's go ahead. I want to put in one into the security folder too, and normally I like to have the Windows firewall, and of course local computer. We're going to manage that. Let's go back here and let me show you. We've got management, computer management, and there we go. We actually have all of these separate programs, and these are all separate snap-ins themselves, but if you select computer management, you get the full boat of them. You get them all with the computer management. So I always recommend that grab the computer management snap-in. Works great. And then of course down here under security we have the Windows firewall, and that gives us all the options here too. So we can do all sorts of administration of the firewall and the computer. But let's go ahead. There is a couple other things here. Let's go into Snapins. I want to add in an ActiveX control, and I'm going to add it into the management folder. So there's a really cool one in here, ActiveX control. Let's go ahead, scroll down. Majority of these end users, consumers aren't going to be interested in, but the system monitor control is quite interesting because you can actually add in counters for different parts of your computer. Let's go ahead and open it up and I'll show you. So now here we've got the system monitor control. We're not monitoring anything. We don't have any counters actually added. So we're going to add in a counter. And of course, as you can see, we have got a ton of counters built into Windows. So you know, you can monitor your disk activity, your memory, your cache, the processor, you know, yada yada yada. I mean, there are a ton of them in here, but we're going to go ahead, and since we have processor selected by default, we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to check and see, yes, this is everything that's in there underneath the processor that you can actually monitor. So we're going to, you can select, you know, any one of these. We're going to select total and add total in there. Click OK, and now as you can see, we now have color-coded lines here on our graph, showing us exactly what's happening with our processor. Privilege time, interrupt time. I mean, you can actually go through here and you can actually see the cache 1, 2, 3 time. You know, pretty cool. You know, you can actually change the type of graph that it shows. You can do a report. A lot of different options here you can do with the system monitor control. So, but we can actually, if there is a program you like to start up and you don't find the add-in, we can actually add in a TaskPad view. So let's right click on the console root, and we're going to add a new TaskPad view. So let's go ahead. We can either have it running vertically on the side, or we can have it horizontally, or we basically don't have any style at all. But I like to use a horizontal list. It gives you a little bit more space. It only takes up on the bottom of the console, not along the horizontal or vertical edge. So it doesn't take up that much room. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to all items, and we're going to say yes on the console root, and then automatically start the new task wizard. So you can actually run different commands. You can actually start up a program, web page, run a script. You do quite a bit from here, but we're just going to open up a simple program and use WordPad. It's right here in the Windows and the program files, Windows NT accessories directory. So let's just open up WordPad, and we'll have it start up in the my documents directory. So, and we're going to call it WordPad. Now we can use an icon that's built into the Microsoft Management Console. They look kind of Windows 95-ish. So since we're on Windows 10, let's get something a little bit more modern. So we'll click Custom Icon and Browse. And of course you can see Windows System 32 MCC. These are the icons that are built into the Microsoft Management Console. But let's browse. And actually come up with the Windows System 32 directory. What we're looking at is the dynamic link libraries, the DLLs that are included with Windows. The image res DLL, it's quite large. In fact, it has a plethora of cool icons. So let's go ahead and open that up. And as you can see, yes, we have a lot of the nice soft, you know, they look really nice, and you know they're basically Windows 10 icons. So we'll just take one that looks like a document and use that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And now you see we have WordPad down here. It's actually kind of a shortcut. Click on it, it opens up WordPad. You can actually add in any program you like and add it into the taskbar down here. You can actually add in multiple console tabs too if you want. Like I say, it's completely and totally customizable. And remember, When you're all said and done, you can click on Save. I prefer to put mine on the desktop. That way they're rather easy to find. And we'll click Save, and if we go ahead and close it, we actually find there's the console. If we want to, we just open it back up. Boom, 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 and there we go. And we can get right into all of our programs that we customize in there. So, for more geek tips, go on over to geeksinphoenix.com and have yourself a great day, and we'll talk to you later.